A federal grand jury has indicted Wisconsin Judge Hannah Dugan, who is accused of helping a man evade immigration authorities. The move comes after the FBI arrested Dugan almost 3 weeks ago. Prosecutors charged her last month with obstruction and concealing an individual to prevent arrest. The indictment allows the federal case against her to move forward. Ahead of a court hearing on Thursday, Dugan and her lawyers are moving to dismiss the case, writing, quote, "The government's prosecution of Judge Dugan is virtually unprecedented and entirely unconstitutional." CBS News Justice Department correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins us now from Milwaukee. Scott, can you walk us through the accusations against the judge and what she faces if convicted?
Yeah, according to the prosecutors, this federal crime occurred outside and then inside Judge Dugan's local courthouse down the road here in Milwaukee. They allege in the charging documents that there was a defendant in Judge Dugan's courtroom who federal immigration agents were there to detain for possible deportation, and they allege the judge rerouted the agents and then rerouted that criminal defendant away from the agents, allegedly, as a form of obstruction of a federal investigation. She'll have an opportunity here tomorrow at the federal courthouse to plead not guilty, but she has already asked that this case be dismissed, citing judicial discretion, saying the judiciary is protected from these prosecutions, not during the prosecution, but should not be subjected to prosecution. A federal judge will hammer all this out during an arraignment proceeding here tomorrow morning.
Democrats have accused the administration of trying to make a national example of her to chill judicial opposition to the immigration crackdown. The judge says the charges are unconstitutional. What's her argument?
Her argument is that the judiciary should be inoculated from this type of prosecution. She made that clear in her dismissal filings. But there's a different issue here outside the four corners of the law. It's how the Department of Justice and the FBI Director, Kash Patel, put a magnifying glass on this case. The FBI Director himself announced Judge Dugan's arrest, and he posted a photo of the judge appearing to be in handcuffs during a form of a perp walk in this very area in which I'm standing, outside the federal courthouse a few weeks ago. That type of, glamorization of an arrest by showing the images and disseminating the images is not customary in the federal system. Typically, those types of images are not released by federal authorities. In this case, they were. And really, that's fueling arguments that this is a politically motivated prosecution, at least from the critics of the administration.
Scott, I also want to ask you about a judge ordering the release of Georgetown University researcher Badar Khan Suri. Immigration authorities arrested him in March. Why is the judge ordering his release? Where does the case go from here?
A different federal courthouse, a different federal case, but an important one nonetheless, Lindsay. The judge in the Alexandria, Virginia federal courthouse in the Eastern District of Virginia not only ordered that Suri was not to be deported, he ordered him released from custody today. This was a high-profile case. His supporters say he is being unfairly accused of perpetuating Hamas propaganda. And in this arrest, there were some agents appearing to be masked who were part of the arresting and the detention. That is a broader issue over whether federal agents should wear masks when conducting arrests. There are concerns that they be mistaken for people who are simply abducting people off the street if they're not clearly identified. That dispute will continue, even with Suri's case now leading to his release.
Scott MacFarlane, thank you so much.